Have you seen the latest Caitlin Clark training video from the Indiana Fever? It's gone completely viral, racking up almost 2 million views in just 24 hours. And of course, as expected, Angel Reese's PR team quickly drops her own video shortly after. But let's just say, it didn't quite hit the mark like Clark's. While Caitlin's video is pure gold, Reese's is more like fool's gold. Let's break these videos down. We've got stats, fan reactions, and a few attempts by Reese to outdo Clark that missed the mark. What's crazy is Caitlin Clark doesn't even need to tie her shoes to get the internet talking. But this training video? It's got everyone buzzing for a good reason. Let's dive into what makes this clip so special. 2 million views in a day doesn't happen by accident. It's more than just Clark showing off. It's a true masterclass in self-improvement.
She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break.
The video takes us through 3 key areas that Caitlin Clark is working on. First, she's focusing on ball handling in tight spaces. Now, Clark is already a pro with the ball, but she led the league in turnovers last season. Why? Because her passes are so unique that defenders just weren't prepared for them. Things got better after the Olympic break, but she's often double or triple teamed, which puts a lot of pressure on her. By improving her control under pressure, she's directly addressing this issue. Next, we see Clark working on her mid-range game. While she's known for her deep threes and finishing at the rim, she shot an insane 62% from under 5 feet last season. Her mid-range has been the one weak spot in her offense. Opponents have been forcing her to take those shots. But now, with a consistent floater and pull-up jumper, she's making herself even harder to defend. Finally, Clark is focusing on finishing through contact. She's not afraid to drive to the basket, but in the WNBA, that means dealing with a lot of physicality. By training in game-like situations and building her strength, she's getting ready for the tough challenges she'll face every night. And as you can see, those muscles speak for themselves.
There's really nothing you can do as a defense but hope the ball doesn't go in the basket. That's the level of greatness that Caitlin Clark can get to, where the defense's only hope is that she misses.
Caitlin Clark isn't just maintaining her game, she's evolving it. This training isn't about staying the same, it's about addressing her weaknesses head-on, and that should have her opponents seriously worried. So, what does this mean for next season? Imagine a Caitlin Clark who handles double teams even better, who's added a deadly mid-range game to her three-point shooting, and who can finish through contact with ease. Now, combine that with her limitless shooting range and her incredible court vision, making pinpoint passes like a quarterback. It's like giving Superman immunity to kryptonite on top of all his other superpowers. Flying, heat vision, super speed, and strength. Clark is already elite. She set records for most assists in a season and a game as a rookie, led the league in three-pointers, and was one of the top scorers. But now, she's aiming to become unstoppable. This isn't just off-season training, it's a bold statement of intent. Watch out, because an MVP season is on the horizon. Caitlin Clark isn't just looking to improve, she's looking to dominate.
Lack of, proof that she's been in the gym working on her craft, trying to hone her skills after what can only be described as one of the worst shooting seasons anybody's ever seen in the history of basketball.
But wait, there's more to this story, because while Clark's out here putting in the work, someone else decided they needed to join the party, and trust me, it's not quite the same level of dedication. Picture this, you're Angel Reese's publicist, and you've just watched Caitlin Clark's video go supernova. What do you do next? The answer might surprise you, and it's causing quite a stir in the WNBA world. Guess what happened next? Angel Reese's PR team went into full-blown panic mode. They scrambled to release their own workout video, and boy does it show. This knee-jerk reaction screams desperation, not dedication. So let's take a moment to talk about Angel Reese's training video. She's out there with the ball, showing off her handles and taking shots. On paper, it sounds great, but there's something about it that just doesn't click. It's like watching a cover band trying to play a hit song. Everything's there, but it lacks the real energy and style. Now, let's break down the numbers. Caitlin Clark's video? A massive 2 million views in 24 hours. Angel Reese's? It's struggling to hit 200,000 views in 12 hours. At this pace, she'll be lucky to reach 500,000 by the end of the day. That's less than a quarter of Clark's reach. But here's the real kicker. Where's the Chicago Sky in all of this? You'd think Reese's actual team would be promoting her off-season work, showing fans how their star player is improving. Instead, we get nothing from the Sky and a rushed video from Reese's PR team. And honestly, it's not impressing anyone, but let's be real for a second. This is the same Angel Reese who shot just 44.5% from less than 5 feet and 39.1% overall. One of the worst shooting percentages in WNBA history for someone taking so many close-range shots. So, you'd think her training video would focus on, I don't know, actually improving those numbers?
She was literally the most inefficient player within 5 foot in all of the WNBA. Any which way you put it, she shot bad from the field. All right, she's 6'3" and she plays under the basket, and she shot 39.1% from the field.
Instead, we're treated to a highlight reel that seems more concerned with looking good than addressing real weaknesses. It's all flash, no substance. This isn't about improvement. It's about keeping up appearances. It's like Reese is more worried about her Instagram feed than her stat sheet. But wait, there's more. While Clark's busy revolutionizing her game, Reese has been making waves on the red carpet, dropping hot takes on podcasts and ranting about her salary. Now, there's nothing wrong with building your brand, but when your on-court performance is begging for attention, maybe it's time to reassess those priorities. You ever see those Instagram reality posts that always make you do a double take? While the Clark and Reese workout videos are serving up some serious expectation versus reality vibes. But here's the thing, one of these athletes is about to get a wake-up call, and it's not who you might expect. Let's break down what these videos actually show us. On one side, we've got Caitlin Clark. Laser-focused on specific aspects of her game, she's working on tight dribbling, navigating through confined spaces. Then there's the mid-range game and finishing through contact. Clark's not just working out, she's addressing her weaknesses head-on.
Sports Center, can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them. That's basically where you already were with Caitlin Clark, but she seems to be working to make sure she really can't even be contained by anyone.
Now, let's flip the script to Angel Reese's video. Sure, she's out there dribbling and shooting, but something feels off. Here's what's wild. Reese is practicing three-pointers when her inside game clearly needs work. I mean, does she want to be the next Steph Curry? Instead of trying so hard to outdo Clark, why not focus on improving her own game? Reese is a big player, so why not focus on finishing strong at the rim? That's where she could really make a difference. See?
A lot of the videos we see with Caitlin Clark, she's got actual men, grown men out there in her face trying to keep her from making shots and this and that and the other. There's not a lot of hands in Angel Reese's face here. And I am confused by the fact that she's trying to become this long-range player, it looks like. This is, she plays under the basket, or we thought she was playing under the basket.
But wait, there's more. Where's Tyler Marsh, Reese's actual coach? While we see Stephanie White guiding Clark through her drills, Marsh is nowhere to be found in Reese's video. Instead, she's working with her trainers. Nothing wrong with getting extra help, but shouldn't your team's head coach be part of your off-season plan and plan?
You've got the moves that the Fever can make in the offseason, whether it be free agency or the draft, to bolster the roster.
But wait, there's more. Where's Tyler Marsh, Reese's actual coach? While we see Stephanie White guiding Clark through her drills, Marsh is nowhere to be found in Reese's video. Instead, she's working with her trainers. Nothing wrong with getting extra help, but shouldn't your team's head coach be part of your offseason plan and
it just leaves you scratching your head as to what exactly is going on. Is Angel Reese trying to be an influencer, or is she trying to be a basketball player?
So what do these differences tell us about their mindsets? Clark's video screams dedication and strategic improvement. She's not just maintaining her game, she's evolving. At Reese's video, on the other hand, feels more like a hasty response to Clark's viral moment. It's like she's more concerned with staying relevant on social media than addressing her on-court struggles. Here's the reality. One of these players is preparing for dominance while the Others seems focused on likes and views Clark's putting. In the work to potentially have an MVP caliber season raise, she's at risk of falling behind if she doesn't start focusing on the right areas of her game. The fan reactions to these videos really tell the story. Caitlin Clark supporters are pumped, eagerly anticipating a breakout season, while Angel Reese's followers are left scratching their heads, wondering why she's not addressing her real weaknesses. And trust me, the fans aren't holding back. Remember when your mom used to say, "It's not what you say, but how you say it"? Well, in the world of WNBA fandom, it's not just about what these players are doing in their workouts. It's how fans are reacting to them. And right now, the court of public opinion is in session, and the verdict? It's a big one. Clark's fans are thrilled. They see her working hard on specific weaknesses, and they love it. They're not seeing someone resting on her laurels. They're seeing a player who's actively improving. One fan perfectly summed it up. The league isn't ready for Caitlin's revenge tour, especially against the Washington Mystics. That kind of excitement? You can't fake it now. Let's flip to Reese's video. It's a whole different story. Chicago Sky fans aren't just disappointed. They're roasting Reese. One fan asked, how come it's Angel Reese's PR team releasing this, and not the Chicago Sky?
Ouch.
That's a question that makes you wonder about team dynamics and player commitment. But it doesn't stop there. Another fan pointed out the obvious. Reese needs to work on her inside game. But here she is practicing three-pointers when that's not even her strength. One fan suggested she should be doing mic and drill work all day, every day. Missed the mark for sure. Here's a thought. Could Reese be trying to be more like Clark? Some fans seem to think so, especially after Reese told Shaq that people love watching Clark because she shoots logo threes. Now, it looks like Reese might be trying to get in on that action herself. But here's the thing. Fans can spot the difference between hype and hard work from miles away. They're not just looking at flashy moves or social media buzz. They want to see real, tangible improvement. And right now, Clark's video is shouting future MVP, while Reese's is whispering, please don't forget about me.
Feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
But wait, there's more to this story, because while Clark's out here putting in the work, someone else decided they needed to join the party. And trust me, it's not quite the same level of dedication. Picture this, you're Angel Reese's publicist, and you've just watched Caitlin Clark's video go supernova. What do you do next? The answer might surprise you, and it's causing quite a stir in the WNBA world. Guess what happened next? Angel Reese's PR team went into full-blown panic mode. They scrambled to release their own workout video, and boy does it show. This knee-jerk reaction screams desperation, not dedication.
She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break.